Time to check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live right now. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. All right, we were just talking about this. The Daily Show getting a new host. There's been guest hosts for a while now.
Yeah.
So who are some of the front runners to take over?
So they've released that there are 4 finalists, but they've only revealed 2 of them so far. And it's Cal Penn, who we we know best from Harold and Kumar and all those movies. And then also was in the Santa Claus TV show on Disney Plus. And then Hassad Minhaj, who I know from stand-up clips that get posted in my TikTok For You page. Both of them, though, are really funny. They've done a great job. They haven't announced who the other 2 finalists are, but the people that have filled in that are rumored to maybe be in that mix are Leslie Jones, Wanda Sykes, D.L. Hughley, Chelsea Handler, and Marlon Wayans. So in very good company, all of them.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've had some big name comedians on the show. It's been really interesting to see each one kind of putting their own spin on the monologues, the news of the day, kind of how they present these headlines and put their own, jokes on it. So I don't know. I think it's interesting to see. There's a lot of comedy power behind this show still. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I was going to put my hat in the ring as to who I think my top 2 favorites are, I would go with Cal Penn and I would go with D.L. Hughley. A, they're both recognizable names, but B, I think the way they deliver their comedy, they can just be able to host, have clear, concise thoughts, and still be hilarious all at the same time.
Yeah.
Important. Do we know?
I was gonna say it's interesting. I think my money would be on Hassad Minhaj. He's done some interesting stuff. He had that Netflix show. I'm blanking on the name for a couple seasons, but he's gotten in trouble before because he is almost like Jon Stewart, the original Daily Show host, in just the fact that he is whip smart. He is so dogged in some of his questioning, and he is not afraid to go after some pretty tough news stories, and present them in a very, comedic but thoughtful way. I'm pretty sure the entire government of Saudi Arabia is not a fan of him for some of the stuff that he has put out in the media. So if they wanted to really lean into the news side of things, I think he would be my pick.
And he has a very similar delivery style to Jon Stewart.
It's really dry.
He leads dry, and then comes the big moment. You're like, oh, he leads you there. So I also, that's who I would lean for too, as well.
Yeah.
And do we know when they're going to announce it or not yet?
No, they're dragging this out. I mean, it's been a year at this point.
Yeah.
They're just all the buzz and everybody talking about it as much as they possibly can.
Yeah.
And I think what they're doing is they're putting feelers out when they're like, these are 2 of the finalists, but we don't know who the other 2 are. They want to see what the online reaction is.
That's smart.
And then that way, they can balance it out and see what happens.
All right. Next news, Dolly Parton coming to Washington State.
What?
Take it away, Liz.
I am so excited. So she's going to be in Olympia, Washington. This is a huge deal. We are getting another Imagination Library. If you are not familiar with that, I am actually from Tennessee. That's where I moved from to here. And in the state of Tennessee, Dolly Parton's big initiative is that every child should learn how to read. Her dad did not know how to read or write, so literacy is very important. And every child in the state of Tennessee, for the first 5 years of their life, receives a book in the mail every month. And so it has been growing. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. More cities and states have been adopting this, and they are opening another division of the Imagination Library in Washington. She'll be here on August 15th. It's like a press invite only event, so it's not like anybody can just show up. But the fact that she's going to be in the same state as me, breathing the same air, has me ecstatic because I am a huge Dolly Parton fan.
Well, Liz, I think you need to apply for a press pass to cover this for 105.1 The Buzz. You are media.
I just asked your producer. I asked your producer 5 minutes ago, you got a contact? I'll show up. Come on.
Yeah, she was asking me earlier if I have contacts. My contacts would be any different than hers. She's trying any which way to get in there. And I think the best part about this whole thing is Governor Inslee in Washington is going to proclaim August 15th as Dolly Parton's Imagination Library Day. So we get a Dolly Parton holiday up here.
I love that. I am all in favor of a Dolly Parton day.
I think between 6 degrees of separation, we can find Liz a contact.
I mean, I feel like they have way cooler contacts. You guys know way cooler people than we do. But if we can find a way to get you there, Liz, we will, because that is just fantastic.
We'll noodle it. So, all right. Thank you, guys.
No, yeah, absolutely. Have a great day.
Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye, guys.
Always in Zoom fun. Hey, you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.